What is up, everybody? Huang Zero here, and today we are finally beginning our content for the BT13 format. BT13 is a format where so many decks got a huge power-up that it feels insanely diverse. Even though there are like one or two decks that are like really strong, the rest of the decks that are in tier 2 or higher, they all have a super powerful niche that it makes it unpredictable and very... the meta can be crazy. You don't know what you can run into, and so you have to really be prepared as to every single matchup. And so if you like those diverse metas, BT13 is one of those for you. And so to kick us off for our BT13 content, we are starting with my favorite Digimon in the entire franchise, Jesmon and Huckmon. I'm very excited to bring you one of the first BT13 deck profiles for this. I think Jesmon is a deck that has a really powerful niche, given the fact that it has anti-bounce and anti-DP minus, which are both fantastic into two of the best decks in the BT13 format. So without further ado, let's get started. So just for context, this is a Jesmon GX Turbo list because I do think that is the best way to play the deck in the current BT13 format, being able to turbo into all your protections and whatnot. So keep that in mind when I talk about my ratios. We do have 4 Sakuyamon. Sakuyamon is the special tech that we had running into BT10. When attacking once per turn, if this Digimon is a level 7, gain 1 memory. So the combo that you can do is when you attack mid-combat or however it is, when you use your Jesmon GX, or when you evolve into your Jesmon GX mid-combat through your CLs, Sakuyamon can still proc because it's when attacking and then it'll check. So because of that, when you swing with your Jesmon GX mid-combo, and you put the Sakuyamon at the end of the trigger, Sakuyamon will resolve, giving you back 1 memory. So then the Jesmon GX is fundamentally a 4-cost evolution, and then with BT10 CL, it's a 3-cost evolution. So Sakuyamon is super powerful in reducing the hefty cost of GX. Next, we do play 4 of the new BT13 Huckmon. Your turn, when you would play Digimon with Sistermon in its name, you may Digivolve this card into a BT13 from your hand without paying cost. And then your turn, once per turn, when you play Digimon with Sistermon in its name, you gain a memory. So the main effect is really interesting because this does allow you to go into your level 4s at the cost of playing your sisters. So the setup you can go is you can have Huckmon on out. You can play starter deck Blanc or starter deck CL, filter your deck, and then go into BT13, and now your opponent has to invest additional resources if you have Decoy Sister to eat a blow, or maybe you want to go into your BT10 CL that allows you to go from BT into SaviorHuck, and then SaviorHuck can make a play. There's just an abundance of things you can really do with that. It's really interesting. And then your ESS, I mean, when you play a sister, you gain a memory. Like, that's so free. It's just so much value, you know, making all your combos that much cheaper. And then we do play 3 of the Searcher Huckmon. Of course, on play, reveal top 5 cards of your deck, add up to 2 cards with Huck, Jess, or Sister among their names to your hand, bot deck the rest. And so this card will hit majority of your deck. The only thing it will not hit, however, is going to be your Royal Knight exclusive cards. So Ganku from Master to Disciple and Second. So do keep that in mind when you're playing this deck, but everything else is a valid target. We do play 3 of the BT7 Huckmon. It's ESS. When attacking, once per turn, reveal top 5 cards of your deck, add all cards with Sistermon in its name to your hand, and then bot deck the rest. So I wish this card would have just trashed the rest, because then it would have direct synergy with the BT10 support, but alas, BT7 is still super powerful because it gives you those sisters that you may need in order to combo off. If you're short a CL, or you're short a Blanc for any of your major setups, this card can get you into that you know, the cards that you need. Top 5 is very powerful, especially on attacking. But you play 2 of the BT6 Sistermon Blanc. Yes, this card is still relevant. All turns, while you have a Digimon with Huckmon in its name or Royal Knight in Straits, all of your Digimon with Sistermon in their name gain blocker, and then on play, draw 1. So it's not only a filter, draw 1, so if you're bricked out rather, you can do that, but turning your Sistermons into all blockers, plus the protections and the DP increases afforded by your level 6s, you have a really powerful brick wall that your opponent just cannot get over very easily. Your Sistermons with the Jesmon X plus Ganku X are going to all be 7,000 DP, which is absolutely huge. Your seals go ahead and hit 9,000 DP as well. As blockers, that's really fantastic. We do play one of the ST Sistermon block. On play, trash one card from your hand, draw two, and then gives decoy red-black if you have Huck or Royal Knights on your board. So this Sistermon, it's a very powerful form of filtering. By putting cards in your trash, it makes it so you can recycle it using your Jesmon GX, so you're totally fine with that. And then the decoy isn't super relevant in this format. Yeah, there are certain matchups where it's really good, like Belfamon, for example. But for the most part, you're looking at anti-bounce, anti-GP minus, anti-battle destruction, stuff like that. So the decoy has a lot less value in this format than it does in other formats, hence why we're only playing it at 1. But it's still really good just to have it on hand, since you can cycle for it so easily. And then we do play 4 of the new BT13. Your turn, when you play Digimon with Sistermon in its name, you may Digivolve this into a SaviorHuck from your hand for its Digivolution cost, and when you do, reduce the cost by 2. And then it's ESS, when you play Digimon with Sistermon in its name, gain a memory. So same concept as the other Huckmon, where it allows you to turbo ramp into your other one at the reduced cost, so instead of being for free, it's at a cost of 1, so that's super easy to fulfill. And then gain a memory when you play a sister, so also just making your combo that much cheaper. Really, really powerful. Play 3 of the BT6 BT13. When attacking, if you have a Sistermon in play, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 or less DP. You can use this to pop floodgates, you can use this to pop smaller blockers. Really, you're just sniping those low-end bodies. This BT13 has a lot less importance than the other BT13, so that's why we play a 4-3 ratio. And you may say, oh, that seems a little bit bricky. Well, I definitely think just because of how many searchers you actually have access to in this deck, BT6 Huckmon from Master Disciple, all your sisters cycling through your deck, I think 7 is fine. There's an argument that you can play starter deck BT13 for the plus 1000 DP over the pop, but I think the pop being able to get rid of like floodgates and stuff like that has a lot of value. Now we do play 3 BT10 Sistermon CLs. On play, if it's your turn, one of your Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon with Royal Knight and its traits from your hand. And when one of your Digimon Digivolves into a Digimon with Huckmon or a Royal Knight and its traits, gain a memory. So this is your combo enabler, right? Because what you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to evolve into Jesmon X. Jesmon X effect, play out the Sistermon CL, mid combo Evo into Jesmon GX. So it's really important that you have this CL. The CL is what sets you up for everything. And the reason why we play 3 of the CL is because it has very, very strong synergy with all of the new support that we got. So for example, if you have BT13 on the board, okay, and you slam BT10 CL, okay, well then trigger BT13 evolve into SaviorHuckmon. For 1, the CL gives you back 1 memory, so the 0 cost SaviorHuckmon, and then trigger CL's effect. CL allow you to evolve into JessX, and the JessX trigger drop another BT10 CL, and then you can go from GX. So from level 4, you can go all the way to your level 7. And I think that's so powerful and gives you a lot of incentive to run this CL. Now we do play 2 of the BT6 CL. All of your Digimon with Huckmon or Royal Knights in their type get plus 2000 DP and on play gain a memory. So during your combos, you can use this as a Hammer Spark extender essentially. At worst, it's a 3 cost hard slam. And the plus 2000 DP to all your knights make your bodies super huge. It's giving you a lot of protection because those cards can become blocker via Jesmon GX. So Jesmon GX becomes a 17k blocker very easily, if not even higher than that, just because of the Jesmon X and then the Gonku X. So you're hitting 19k, 21k, and most things in the game can't actually break through that. So this is just a really great extender. And then you play 2 of the Sistermon CL from the starter deck. On play, reveal top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Huckmon in its name or Royal Knight from among them to your hand, trash the rest, and then give all your Huckmon or Royal Knights reboot. So the add a card, trash rest, insane synergy with the Jesmon GX. Not only is it bumping up your consistency, but it's filling your trash for the GX targets. And then the reboot makes it so you can still swing out using Jesmon GX's Blitz and then reboot back into a blocker, a 21k blocker, mind you. And then we do play for the new Savior Huck. Your turn when you would play a Digimon with Sistermon in its name, you may Digivolve this card into a card with Jesmon in its name, reduce the cost by 2, and then its ESS. If this Digimon has Royal Knight traits, you may play one Digimon card with Sistermon in its name from your hand or trash without paying its cost. So it's basically just starter deck Savior Huck in the terms of playing out your Sistermons for free. And then it has the ability to ramp into your Jesmon. So if you have Savior Huck out, Hard Slam CL, CL go into Just X, and then Just X play out Sistermon CL, and then again you just pop off so Savior plays Sistermon CL, Savior effect go into Just X, CL effect go into Just GX, and so again just insane efficiency. And then you do play 2 of the starter deck Savior. When Digivolving, this Digimon may also attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon for the turn. And then ESS, when attacking, play out a Sistermon from your hand or trash. So the Judgment of the Blade style of effect can be very useful at times. Just, if you don't have your Jesmon X for whatever reason, you can use this and go into Gonku X and replicate the effect. And then being able to just consistently have the ESS that lets you play out Sisters for free is very, very powerful. Do note that BT6 Savior Huck is not very fantastic here, just because the restand loses a lot of value in GX Turbo builds, just because you're trying to establish just large boards. And then we do play 2 Chimera. Chimeramon, when Digivolving, grab a level 5 or lower from your trash and put it underneath, minus 1,000 for every color you have, and then this card is treated as every color that is the cards underneath, so it becomes part red. So what you can do with Chimeramon is if you have, double level 4 on your board, very easy to establish, like because your GX combos, your X combos, whatever it may be. You can turn both of those 4s into a Chimeramon, and Chimeramon grab a Savior, so when the Savior can spit out another Sistermon. So Chimeramon is a super powerful extender that also acts as a really strong floodgate removal. So if your opponent has like a Pomumon, for example, you can use this to snipe it. You can also go ahead and use this to establish lethal. So you can go Jesmon, you can go X play out a Sistermon, swing, play out another Sistermon. So you're swinging for 1 damage, and then you turn that second body, you turn into Chimeramon. Chimeramon can swing out, and then Chimeramon can go into a Jesmon X, and the Jesmon X can go into GX, and you open up so many lines of play. It's really just crazy. Like, you can go X on the first body, summon out the bodies, play Chimeramon, go into Gonku. Oh no, you can't go into Gonku because you don't have red. But if you use the Chimeramon to grab a red piece from your trash because of its effect, then you can go into Gonku. And then you can have a board of Jesmon X plus Gonku, and then off that following, you can go into your GX combo. It's a lot you can do, really. And then speaking of Gonku, we do play 3 of that Gonku, because Gonku is 4 cost over black or red as blocker, and when Digivolving, you may play 1 card with Sistermon from your hand or trash. And then if Gonku is in the source, or if you have Sistermon in your board, until the end of your opponent's turn, all of your Digimon gain plus 2,000 DP, and your opponent's effects cannot return them to the hand, bot deck, or reduce their DP. So the plus 2,000 DP flat, really powerful because it's giving you just much beefier attackers as well as blockers. And then the ability to negate any bot decks or DP minus or bounces is so strong in this format, because Mirage Galgamon and Shine Greymon are 2 of the best decks in the entire format. So Gonkumon really does the work. We do play 3 of the Jesmon X. Jesmon X naturally has piercing, and when Digivolving, you may play 1 Digimon with Sistermon from your hand or trash without paying cost. Then if Jesmon is in the source, or if you have a Digimon with Sistermon on your board, until the end of your turn, all of your Digimon gets plus 2,000 and can attack into unsuspended Digimon. So this allows Jesmon GX fundamentally to turn into a single stack removal. The plus 2,000 stacks with the Gonku, so it's plus 4,000 to your entire board. It's 3 costs, unlike Gonku's 4 costs, so you can use this as the starter for all of your plays. Get your when Digivolving effect and then swing out. And yeah, this Jesmon is just very hyper efficient. We play 1 of the BT13 Jesmon. On play, when Digivolving, choose any number of your opponent's Digimon whose DP total adds up to 6,000 or less, delete them. For every other Digimon you have in play, add plus 2,000 to the maximum DP you can choose with this. All turns, all of your Digimon get plus 1,000 DP for each other Digimon with Sistermon in his name or the Royal Knight trait you have in play. So why this Sistermon, why this Jesmon is relevant, is because this is one of the easiest ways for you to actually pop floodgates. Floodgates used to be a bit of an issue in Jesmon, like Pomumon, it was very difficult to deal with, just because the ways you had to remove it was Chimeramon really, because with BattleHuckmon you needed a Sistermon to get out and play on the board to pop it, and with Pomumon that becomes a difficult task. Now you can go ahead and evolve into Jesmon for 3 cost, pop the Pomumon, and then pop off on your combos. So this is just a way for you to remove those pesky floodgates. We do play 3 Jesmon GX. This is the anime card of the Digimon card game, in my opinion. This card, it literally reads like a wild dream. 5 cost over any level 6 knight. When Digivolving, you place 1 Royal Knight card and a play cost of 13 or less from your hand or trash underneath its Digimon. Activate one of that card's when Digivolving effects, gain Blitz. While you have Royal Knights in its traits, you gain Piercing, Blocking, Security Attack +1 for each such card. So for every Royal Knight you have underneath, it's +1 damage. You have not only the base level 6 you have, but the 6 you stack underneath, so it's +2, so you're swinging for 3. So you're swinging for 3 damage, 21k, and then your reboot, have a field of blockers that can be bounced or DD-. And then on the following turn, you just do this all over again. Like, it just does everything you want it to. It's just so good. Definitely, I think GX Turbo is the way to go just because of how prevalent Mirage and Shine are, and just having constant access to Gonku is so very strong. Not only that, but it sets up very easy turn 2 kills. GX Turbo is such a consistent combo as well, and it doesn't pass over even like that much memory. You can actually choke your opponent like frequently to like 2 or 3 memory off of it. Now we do play 4 from Master to Disciple. This is by far the best consistency booster in the entire deck. 2 costs, reveal top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Huck or Sister or Royal Knight traits among them to your hand, and then put this into your battle area, trash the rest. You can cash this in to reduce the cost of the evolution by 1 for your next evolution. So unlike Training Boost, which hasn't come to America yet, or just English rather, but it is in Japan, Training Boost forces you to immediately Digivolve, whereas this, you just reduce the next cost. And then this is just a 2 cost filter, sets you up for a GX combo, and the security effect, it actually activates the main effect and doesn't just go straight to the battle area. So, reveal top 3 cards, grab card, trash the rest, put in battle area. So yeah, any less than 4, I feel like is griefing. And then the last card of the deck is the second Meppa, 3 cost white, but if you have a Royal Knight on your board, you can play this without color requirements. Unsuspend one of your Digimon, then if that happens to be Jesmon GX, reactivate it to win Digivolving. So you can use this as a means to rebuild the board if it somehow gets broken, say into like Belphamon for example. You can use this as the last bit of damage if you're a little bit short. So if you're at 0 security because you just swung out for 3 and you don't have anything else to swing with, and you can go ahead and restand for 3. You can use this to clear out additional bodies. So like if you have Jesmon X, swing, kill something, and then second Meppa to restand and kill again. Like there's just a lot of like different utility that this card affords you, and so I definitely think that it's worth running. And then we'll do a short little segment on like the different combo paths that you can do with this deck. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to demonstrate the Jesmon combos. We're going to do this on TTS because the cards don't actually exist in English yet. This is one of your bread and butter combos that you can do. This combo, only requirement is that you have your Savior and you have BT10 CL specifically. This is the altar, just because that's how the mod works. Add 1 memory, by the way. Go ahead, we play BT10 CL for, put it to 3. And then BT10 CL effect, we're going to go ahead, evolve using SaviorHuckmon effect, because when you play a Sister, you may Digivolve into a Jesmon. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go into our Jesmon X, that's for 1 cost. We're going to draw. Using the effect of CL, when you Digivolve into a Huckmon or Royal Knight, gain back a memory. We're going to go ahead, we are going to use Balhuck and Huckmon when you play a Sistermon in name, gain memory, so gain 1 off Balhuck, gain 1 off a Huck, and then Jesmon X effect. Jesmon X is going to go ahead, play out another Sister as well, so we're going to go ahead, I'm going to play out the CL. CL effect, I'm going to go ahead and gain back a memory because it's fundamentally Hammer Spark. And so off of this alone, from 1 memory, we actually we managed to keep our entire turn. So what if you wanted to, you can go into Chimeramon, draw grab this red piece, and then you can go like Chimeramon into like another 6, or just some crazy kind of thing like that, right? It's very, very easy. But that's not the combo that we're trying to shoot for right here, right? We're trying to shoot for the main GX combo. So that aside from Chimeramon being super easy to access just that alone, now CL effect, Digivolve into a Knight if you choose to. You can also just choose to wait on that effect, but it really doesn't matter at this point just because 0 memory. We're going to go ahead into our GX, okay? GX for 5. Draw. GX effect is going to activate. GX effect is going to grab a Royal Knight from our hand or trash. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to grab this Gankumon. Okay, and mind you, the Jesmon X ability to attack into unsuspended and plus 2000 already applied to our board. So these Sistermons are all 7000 DP. By putting this Gankumon underneath, our Sistermons gain an additional 2000, so they're all 9000 DP right now. Our Jesmon GX is at currently 19k, 21k due to this Sistermon CL. And then Gankumon effect, we're going to go ahead, we're going to play out a Sistermon Blanc. We're going to draw a card. And then GX is going to be attacked because it comes with built-in Blitz. Built-in Blitz swing, you can swing it as security, you can swing it to their own stack to remove it because they have piercing as well, so it's a 2 for 1. And then Sakuyamon will now trigger because you're when attacking with a level 7, gain a memory. And then SaviorHuck effect, go ahead and play out another sister, and then that sister reveal top 3, grab whatever you want. So we'll grab the CL, or not the CL, but let's say we grab the Jesmon, and then trash the rest. And then you deal 3 damage, you reboot, and this is your end board. Putting your opponent to 4 memory, if they have a memory tamer up, it's not really that big of a difference. And this is all off of 1 memory. So imagine if we had even more to work with. So that is your main bread and butter combo for Jesmon, yeah. You can also do the combo without having slammed the Sistermon to trigger the Savior. You can go ahead, you can evolve into your Jessex. Jessex, go to 2, draw, Jessex effect, go ahead, play Sistermon for free. Effective the double Huck and Balhuck, gain memory. Effective Sistermon, go ahead, evolve into GX for 5. Sistermon get you back a memory. Effect the Jesmon GX, gonna go ahead, grab this, which will play out a Sistermon. So we'll go ahead and play this Sistermon, gain a memory, and then we put that stack over top. And then GX is going to go swing. GX effect, we're going to go ahead, we'll play another Sistermon. So we'll go ahead and play like this Sistermon, do the effect, and then Sakuyamon, gain back a memory. And so if you do with that, it's 1 less body on the board, but if you notice, it's for 2 less memory. So just depending on like how efficient you want to be in terms of that memory, you can really change up the line of plays. So thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you like the style of commentary in terms of like combos and stuff like that, just let me know down below in the comments. Peace.